What's up, guys? Welcome to Gridiron 816. We are your hosts, Benny. We got David and Miles here today. Say what's up.
How we doing? What's happening?
All right, coming off of a little Gridiron 816 bye week due to some technical difficulties, but alas, we do have our picks from Week 12. And going into Week 13, we got a great schedule of football here. So let's go ahead and check it out, Miles, see what we want to talk about here.
Oh, yes. I think we should start with the Browns-Titans affair.
Browns-Titans game.
They looked really, really good early, scoring 28 points in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
The second quarter looked great, and then they probably just didn't want to do it.
And then that's what did it for them.
I mean, yeah, but the Titans really made a really good effort late in that game. They closed it, and on the scoreboard, if you looked at it just at the scoreboard, it's a much closer game than it would have.
Oh yeah.
Would led you to believe, because the Browns really whooped the Titans in this game. Baker Mayfield really probably had the best game of his career, as many people said on Sunday, the other analysts.
Oh, yeah. He definitely did,
he
for
sure.
sure.
He threw for 334 yards, 4 touchdowns, but the accuracy was something that maybe we haven't seen as much in his game shine. He was 25 of 33. He just looked really, really sharp. Just Titans couldn't handle it that day.
No, what do you think it was?
Browns are always a toss-up.
How many times did they give Derrick Henry the ball?
I mean, I don't want to say always,
15
because it
carries,
seems like at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, you got to give him 20 carries a game, at least. You know.
Did he get hurt at all, or did he get shooken up?
Shaken. He's hard to shake up, Mr. Derrick Henry. I don't believe he did get hurt. It just wasn't. They had a really good plan, a game plan for him.
Yep.
So I think that's all it was. Just good job by the Browns. Congratulations on them. That's their first playoff berth in 18 years. That's amazing.
I know. It feels weird that
the Browns.
They haven't made the playoffs yet.
But they clinched the playoff. They clinched the playoff berth, the winning season. They're gonna go to the playoffs. Come on.
They haven't officially.
Yet, though.
Oh, okay.
There's only 2 teams that have clinched a spot, and that's the Chiefs and the Saints.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I will acknowledge how I said that the Steelers would come out in third place, and now the Ravens are in third place, and the Browns are in second place. We'll get more into that with the division standings today.
It was a crazy kind of.
I knew they were a hoax.
Yeah.
The Ravens.
Let's talk about the Raiders-Jets game.
Raiders-Jets. Jets putting up a fight.
Do you guys know how that game ended?
Yes.
You guys do know how this game ended. Okay.
Yep.
So Greg Williams, with maybe the dumbest call on defense in NFL history.
All-out blitz.
On the last play of the game, with seconds left on the clock, like 13 maybe seconds left on the clock there at the
they've obviously got to throw
the ball.
The ball.
And you cover, it's man coverage, basically. There was one guy on each receiver.
And then they fired him.
And then they fired him for that
They just need this clean house.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, it had to happen.
They need a clean house
for
there.
sure.
Adam Gase, you are next, my friend.
But it also says to me that the Raiders, 2 weeks ago, they were talking about them as being Super Bowl contenders, and the Raiders just almost lost to the winless Jets, and then they got blown out by the Falcons a week before that. Are you kidding me? They aren't who they say they are. The Raiders are the Raiders. I don't think they'll finish the season strong. I don't even know their schedule. We can take a look here real quick. The Raiders play the Colts. Let's see here. They play the Colts.
So yeah, if so, go ahead and hit on Raiders.
Oh, there we go.
And then hit on it. Oh yeah, there you go.
So they play the Colts, the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Broncos. I think definitely they're going to lose to Indianapolis and Miami. Those are tough games. You know.
I think they're going to lose to the Chargers.
They might lose to the Broncos too. They could lose all 4 of those games theoretically. You know, that is something. That's good news.
What do we got?
The Rams just beat the Patriots. Right? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Here we go. What is next?
We'll cut that out. We want to pick. We'll say that we picked the Rams.
Wait, pause. All right, what do we got next?
All right, let's take a look at the Chiefs game.
Oh yes,
we played
beating the Broncos.
The Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos.
Tough game. Division games are always hard in the AFC West.
Yeah, for sure. Good home game though. Good home win. always. Pat rallied the troops late to, hold on. They all looked good. I mean, he's clearly the MVP, I think, front runner. He's looking amazing. That'll be, if all things go as planned, his second, NFL MVP, and, everything was awesome. Le'Veon Bell led the team in rushing that day with 40 yards, but the Broncos, they put up a good fight.
Definitely. I think when people were talking about, the games, if the Chiefs were going to lose another one, that this wasn't going to be one of the ones that we would lose. So this isn't too much sweat to wipe off of our forehead.
Exactly.
But they put up a fight still.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And I found it funny that the first possession for the Broncos ended in a Tyrann Mathieu interception, and then the last possession of the Broncos ended in a Tyrann Mathieu interception. That's poetic.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
For a Chiefs fan. Yeah, he's amazing. Gotta love that guy. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Great Chiefs win.
Great Chiefs win. Great performance from everyone.
We're on our way
overall.
to, if we just keep it up, we're on our way to our best record in franchise history.
Speaking of best records, let's talk about best picks of the year and how potentially Miles might have snatched it with going into Week 13.
I might have.
So Washington versus Steelers, 23-17. Steelers first lose.
First loss.
First
In
loss.
an undefeated season.
Yeah.
Not the first loose.
Yeah, definitely not. Alex Smith, that's the story of the game, really.
Seriously.
How he played in that game was something else.
The comeback story continues.
He got injured in the
beating
game.
the undefeated Steelers.
Just like what J.J. Watt said, not only did he, come back to the league with this gruesome injury, but he's playing winning football.
Yeah,
That is just insane.
exactly. He got cleated at the end of that second, in the end of the first
you see
half.
how bad his leg was bleeding?
He was bleeding pretty bad, and they just taped him up, and he was ready to go for the second half, and he shredded the Steelers' defense in that second half. I mean, he looked really, really, really sharp. Threw for almost 300 yards, threw a touchdown. Their running game was really effective too, out of the backfield. The Steelers, on the other hand, they just looked kind of lethargic after, they didn't play very well against the Ravens, who were short-staffed anyways last week. And, I just don't think they've played anybody. I think their schedule also indicates that they might have a tough go of it. They have the Bills next, then they also play the Colts, and then they have the Browns as well as their last game. And the Browns are looking really good. They just beat the Titans pretty convincingly. So,
If you're wondering who our player of the week is, it's Alex Smith all around the table.
100%. 100%.
It's like he's still on our team.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he knew that the Chiefs needed that. And we did.
Oh, yes.
And he delivered for sure. So
Giving us some spirit in Kansas City today.
Really-
Great game.
really proud of 11.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
All right, let's keep going here. Do we want to talk about Bills or 49ers or Cowboys or Ravens? Both really unexpected outcomes, so I don't know how much there's to talk about there. But one thing there is to talk about here is our pick standings, which are starting to get very interesting. David, do you want to pull those up?
Absolutely. So this past week, and these past couple weeks, it's been just getting closer and closer. But our picks for this past week were me and Ben went 11-4, and then Miles went 10-5, and that puts the standings of the whole season at Miles at 114-60, and Ben also at 114-60. And then me 2 games behind, 112-62. So it's getting very
If you did not hear that right, me and Miles are tied. That's after week 13, not week 12. After week 12, I was just 1 behind Miles, with David closely trailing behind. But now, after week 13, officially, it is me and Miles tied.
Oh my, it is getting very exciting.
Spicy. I think here's what I think we should do.
We're also doing very good.
And I know
We
we
should go to
haven't-
like a trophy store.
We haven't. No. I mean,
I
no.
agree. Well,
That
let's,
sounds nice.
okay.
But I think the winner, or I guess the losers, I guess in this case, or maybe the person who has the lowest score should buy the person with the highest score a meal, and then the person in the middle just gets the satisfaction of knowing second place. But I mean, that'd be a nice incentive. You know?
I agree.
We like food.
A big 16-ounce steak.
How about a steak, boys? We'll put a
16
steak on it.
ounce.
I don't know about that. Maybe
I'll buy you a slab of meat,
maybe
boys.
maybe
Come on, if I
a
lose,
pound
a
of steak.
McRib. I will get you a McRib. I'm not buying nobody a steak.
I
For
got you a
losing.
McRib today for doing jack shit.
I'm not buying a steak for losing.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into the division standings here. The first thing we're going to look at is the AFC East. Nothing much new here. Bills obviously still winning at 9-3. Dolphins 8-4. Patriots 6-7, and the Jets at 0-12, still hanging in there. Nothing new here, placement wise, but the Jets still without a win. And the Patriots still in third place, and I think we all like the Bills winning that division. So
I believe we all picked them to win that division.
yes, this was almost a predictable division. Obviously, if 5 years ago, if you asked us,
Who's going to win the AFC East?
Yeah.
The Patriots.
But maybe at the beginning of the season, we could have picked that. But let's get into the AFC West here.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, you already know who's winning it. It's the Chiefs.
From Kansas City.
11-1, Raiders 7-5, Broncos 4-8, and the Chargers 3-9. We all know who we're still predicting for this one. We know who's winning, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs.
And the AFC North is now, I think, spicy right at this moment because of how the Steelers have been playing and who they've been playing. The Browns, they look really hot. They've been beating teams convincingly. They've been playing their best football in like 18, 20 years, maybe. That's
Absolutely.
pretty crazy.
Well, here's the okay.
I picked the Ravens to win that division.
It's always been Ravens for you.
Right, so
what is it now?
I mean, you got to pick. I think the Browns might actually come away because I think
win the
So you
division?
are. So,
I think the Steelers could lose 2 more games. They got the Colts and the Browns too.
so
And
officially,
then
you're
they
AFC
They
North.
might have the division.
You're changing your prediction to the Browns.
Maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
maybe?
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
I guess. Sure.
Oh, come on.
Is that gonna?
Well-
is that gonna?
I am officially
waves?
changing my pick from the Ravens to the Steelers. I'm now on David's side. So you first you believed in the Ravens, and now you believe in the Browns before the Steelers.
I'm just not. I don't.
No,
not that I
get
don't
what
believe
you're
that.
saying.
I mean, I'm
I'm
not
just
gonna,
confirming.
I wouldn't be shocked if they win the division. They've won 11 games and they've lost 1 game.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this?
They could still very well win the division.
Steelers win the
I just don't
division.
think that they're as dangerous.
Steelers
as
are going to
people
win that
say they are.
division.
AFC South.
Okay, AFC South. What do we think about how the Titans and Colts have been playing in the past games?
The Titans looked okay. They showed effort in the late stages of that game against.
How are
Cleveland.
you getting killed that bad in one quarter, though? Come on.
I don't know, but the Colts. I don't think the Colts are better than Tennessee, though. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So,
Yeah.
But I still think the
but
Colts will end
Tennessee just whooped Indianapolis.
But is anyone's picks changing from the
No,
Titans
I
to
think the
anyone
Titans
else?
still
yeah.
win that division, but
Oh, yeah.
they just don't seem. Because the thing is, if you stop Derrick Henry, they have to throw the ball.
Colts are winning
Right.
the division.
And okay, that's a good. That might be a hot
So
take.
are you
That's
changing your
a warm
changing your
take.
pick?
A
I
warm
mean, there's
take.
no picks. Is there?
I didn't have
Or is
a
there?
solid.
And these
pick.
are official picks?
Right. But you said Titans every week just about.
Oh, have I?
Let's move on to the lowly NFC East, who have a combined 16 wins in the division, which is just horrible. As if you look at it, that we're in week 14, going into week 14, they have 16 wins. Okay, but I think that the Washington football team with Alex Smith is actually going to pull through and win that division because they're playing their best football.
I know,
right now.
but it's crazy that the Giants beat the Seahawks. I think the Giants beating the Seahawks though is more of a fluke than the Redskins
beating the
the.
Steelers. I
Sorry
agree
about
with
that. The Washington football team. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, people, come on.
we all make mistakes.
We're not perfect.
I'm saying the Washington football team.
Yeah, I mean they're
Yeah.
playing. And even if they don't, they might still make the playoffs. And I think they're a better
Right.
team than the Giants. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think that both of these teams they're only going to make the playoffs if they win their division. That's the only way either of these teams are getting in the playoffs. There's no
Well,
way.
yeah,
There's no way around that.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the NFC West here.
Rams at 8-4.
Seahawks at 8-4 as well. I think me and Miles have our picks for who's going to come out on top of this race, and that's the Seahawks.
Oh, yes.
David, do you feel the same way?
The Rams look good. You know, they. I think they're the better 8-4 team.
Do you think they'll win next week against the Patriots?
We'll see. I mean, that's going to be a good game. Super Bowl rematch.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know. All right. And then, let's see.
Do we think Cardinals and 49ers are in this fight at all?
You know, I think the Cardinals are a playoff team, but they just don't have the wins to support them. I think if they made the playoffs,
I agree.
If they somehow made the playoffs, they could make a run. But so far, they're only playing 500 football right now. So they have a powerful offense, and their defense doesn't look horrible. But but it's a competitive division. I think it's probably the most competitive division in football right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
On to the next one.
All right, so NFC North here. We have Packers at 9-3.
Yeah!
Vikings a little far behind at 9-6, 6-6, and then the Bears at 5-7, with the Lions tied with the Bears at 5-7.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is still a fighting division.
What? No, the Packers are going to win it. Next one, NFC South.
I'm joking.
Saints going to win it. They're going to clinch the playoffs. They're going to clinch. They've already clinched the playoffs. They're going to clinch the
number one
next
seed.
week.
They're going to clinch the 1 seed in the
All right.
NFC.
Here we
the
go.
Entire NFC.
What do we got? Let's do picks for next week.
Well, who's going to clinch? Do we agree that the Saints are going to clinch the NFC the entire?
They have to.
Okay. Who's going to clinch the AFC? The Chiefs. We're going to get that 1 seed eventually. What the fuck? Okay.
Let's go to let's pick some games.
Yeah, let's pick some games.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let's pick some games. Let's do it. All right. Week 14, ladies and gentlemen.
Getting right into it. Patriots, Rams. Personally, I'm going to go with the Rams on this.
Yeah, I'll go with the Rams.
David, what do you think?
I think I'll go with Rams. They're looking pretty good. And the Patriots, they look good. They look good against pretty not so good teams.
Yeah.
You know.
I like the way you put it.
So the Rams look pretty good, so I think they'll struggle against them. Let's be honest.
Okay, Titans, Jags. Titans are definitely
Titans.
They're going to
say the Titans.
They're going to take their frustrations out on the Jaguars from last week's loss to the Browns. All right, Vikings, Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
I'm going to take the Vikings.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just
Let's
hate
go.
Tom Brady. I hate him. Chiefs, Dolphins are going down to Miami for the first time since our Super Bowl win.
Fin City.
So, come on.
Chiefs.
Kansas City. Here we go.
Kansas City.
Super Bowl 50 rematch. Broncos, Panthers. In Carolina,
Panthers.
I'm taking the Panthers.
I will say the Panthers.
Texans, Bears.
I will say the Bears.
I'm going to go with the Texans.
I'm going to go with the Texans.
Okay.
Cardinals, Giants.
I will say
Cardinals.
the Cardinals.
I'm going to go, Cowboys, Eagles, guys? Or, excuse me, Cowboys, Bengals?
Andy Dalton against his old team. I'm going to go Cowboys. I think he's going to want that win.
That's going to be the Bengals.
Oh, yeah, Cowboys all the way. Their defense plays pretty good. Even how they're injured, their defense shows up. Colts, Raiders.
Let's go with Colts.
Yeah, Colts.
I will say the Colts.
Jets, Seahawks.
Let's go Seahawks.
Yeah,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
say
The
the
Jets
Seahawks.
the Jets are not getting.
Jets.
Not their first
yeah,
win
they don't.
against
There's
Seattle.
okay. Can we look at the Jets' schedule remaining? Because there's no way they might go 0-16. Like, okay.
Poor guys.
They got the Seahawks, then the Rams, then the Browns, who are playing
they're
really
not
good
going to
football.
win a game.
That's it.
They won't win a
They
game.
will not win a game.
The Jets
no.
are not going to win a game, and
Guys, they're going to be the first team since the 08, right?
no, that was the Browns
It's
in
the Browns in
2016.
2016, not that long ago.
The Browns didn't win a single game.
They
in
didn't win. They went
2016?
And
0-16.
then the next year they only won one game?
They won one game in 2 years.
Who was their quarterback? They probably had multiple.
Sean
Tyrod
Kaiser.
Taylor.
Sean Kaiser.
Yeah.
But that was their last chance to win a game, and if they would have played prevent defense on that last play, they would have won one game this year.
We're pretty confident about this.
I
do not think
you can
that
write
they
it
won't
down
win a game.
that the Jets are
Yes.
not going to win against the Seahawks, the Rams,
High chest and
Browns.
chin on this statement.
Yeah, pretty much. I will be dumbfounded and shocked if that happens. For
Definitely.
sure. All right.
Or was it the 2017 Browns?
No. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. Next.
We have the Packers and the Lions, and I am going to say
You can't
the
bet against
Packers.
Aaron Rodgers. You can't.
You said
Come
Packers?
on.
Yeah, I said the Packers.
Falcons, Chargers. I'm going to go Falcons. They're playing pretty strong.
Falcons.
Washington, 49ers.
They're not
Wait,
playing
whoa,
strong,
whoa.
bro.
Wait,
Falcons or Chargers, Ben?
the Chargers.
Falcons, Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers?
Chargers.
Are you sure?
Chargers.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex Smith versus his first team.
Washington.
Washington.
Washington. Let's do it. The
Saints.
49ers are the better team, but Alex Smith has got it.
Saints, Eagles.
Saints.
Saints.
Saints. Steelers, Bills.
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 Ravens, Browns. I'm going with the Browns.
I am going to say, I said last week that was or 2 weeks ago, I said my last thread of hope was
I'm
for
going
the
Browns.
Ravens
I'm going Browns.
if they lose to the Steelers. And they lost to the Steelers, so I'm going to say the Browns.
The Browns.
Yeah.
Good night.
I think that's about all we had to talk about here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I
for
definitely
listening.
think this was our best episode so far, you guys.
This was a good episode.
Just a little 20-minute.
Yeah.
20-minuter.
Yeah.
Get